Tuning in to tonight's exhibition game on Fox Sports. Well, here we are once again at courtside. As usual, Doc, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Well, Doc, what should we expect from these two teams?
I'm sure both teams will come out early and try to establish the tempo.
Knocks it down. No good. He passes the ball to the wing. From the outside. Got it! There's no question Jimmy Jackson is a gifted player. Although he's not a great outside shooter, he can pass, he can post up, and he will definitely take you off the dribble.
No doubt he can score. His 19-point
with the jumper, and it's good.
People don't know the importance of having the ball in the hands of your best playmaker in a 2-on-1 situation. In most circumstances,
Avery Johnson.
He receives the ball on the wing. From the baseline. Yes! Triple! No good! With the jumper, it draws iron. He receives the ball up top. Goes up to the dunk. Look out! Two-handed jam. It's stolen. He receives the ball up top. No! Off the mark! To Ryder. I don't know if he's ever met a shot that he didn't like.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Tickles the twine.
well, now that these teams have a feel for each other and the jitters are out of their systems,
Off the mark. He receives the ball on the wing. He passes the ball up top. Short jumper. I'm really surprised that they haven't called a timeout. Yet. Usually on runs this big, coaches will call it. Throws it down. From inside.
Tim Duncan.
And it drops. The shot's up. No, not this time. I'm surprised he got that shot off. There was a defender right off there. Offensive foul, Doc. Why don't you break that down for us?
Well, it's quite simple, Greg. Referees will only allow players.
And there's a foul on the play.
Team foul on number 6, Avery Johnson. He is first of the game, his team's first this quarter.
He passes the ball to the wing. For three. Nicely done. And the ball's out of play.
They should really be looking for a 2-for-1.
No good. To Henderson. He gets the pass at half court.
Greg, with so little time remaining, they should make sure they get a good shot and
Slam dunk. Triple. No good. To Ryder. Nicely done.
Isaiah Ryder.
Short jumper. That's a tough shot to make with a defender breathing down with a defender.
At the end of the first quarter, Hawks 20, Spurs 6.
Here's a look at this game's Fox Key matchup. Fox Key matchup.
And you know what? This one's pretty even.
Short jumper. Nicely done. It looks as though he went for a steal on that foul.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one, Greg. In my opinion, it's okay to go for a steal. But
Hey, Doc, what are some helpful hints for those younger players? Hints for those younger players out there who are just struggled from the free throw line.
Well, Greg, the most important thing is that you.
Short jumper. To Ryder. It's stolen. To Johnson. To Robinson. We have liftoff. He gets the pass at half court. The pass is received up top. I don't think it would be a good idea to leave him in the game right now. Wide open jumper. And it's good. Short jumper. Got it. Out of bounds is the call.
Spurs ball.
From inside. Here's some advice for you, my friend. If you can find the correct release spot on it's stolen. Takes off for the dunk. Throws it down. To Ryder. And there's a foul on the play. Doc, why is it that players get into foul trouble anyway?
Well, a lot of times they're just too aggressive guarding their.
Got it. He takes off for the dunk.
Offensive foul against number 21, Tim Duncan. He is first of the game, his team's third this quarter.
He passes the ball to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Doc, you can tell by the ball's trajectory that shot would have been off the mark.
Well, when the shot is flat.
Dikembe Mutombo.
And it drops.
Avery Johnson.
From inside.
Dikembe Mutombo.
And it's good. Short jumper. Nicely done. Avery is an excellent floor general, Doc. He definitely has all the traits that all great point guards need.
Point guards must be very vocal. And that's the way Avery.
Team foul on number 6, Avery Johnson. His fourth of the game, his team's fourth this quarter.
Takes off for the dunk, and he slams it down. He passes the ball up top. And there's a foul on the play. Good concentration. He was able to finish that with a defense to Robinson.
It's ideal to try for one last push towards the end of the second quarter, so that you go into the locker room,
David Robinson.
Here are some of today's scores from around the NBA. With the jumper.
With this much time left on the game clock, they should make sure that this is the last possession of the quarter. Last possession of.
Offensive foul against number 21, Tim Duncan. He is second of the game, his team's 5th this quarter.
The pass is received on the wing, and the ball's out of bounds. No good. With the clock winding down, no good.
At the end of the second quarter, Hawks 33, Spurs 20.
Here's now a look at the halftime report. Pay particular attention to the stat which has been marked. A6 has been marked. No, not this time. Takes off for the dunk, and he slams it down. Folks, Tim Duncan is something else. He can shoot it, pass it, he blocks shots. He does everything.
Well, I don't think his heroics on the basket.
Tim Duncan. Team foul on number 17, Mario Ellis. He is first of the game, his team's first this quarter. Out of bounds, Hawks ball.
He passes the ball to the wing. Throws it down.
Well, they're going to have to come out firing, but also keep in mind that they have two mind.
Doc, would you agree that the best fast break teams are those with front court players who fill the lanes well?
Certainly. Teams like Minnesota, Utah, Denver, Portland.
He has an open look. It draws iron from inside. Good. Well, Doc, it's time for the Fox fact of the game.
Well, this one goes out to all those San Antonio fans. David Robinson and Tim Duncan are two of three players who has rookies won the Rookie of the Month award.
Tim Duncan.
Feeds the ball inside. Short jumper. Yes. Short jumper. Good. He stops. He pops. It draws iron.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Well, the coaches have made their offensive and defensive adjustments. Now it's time for this.
He gets the pass at half court. Shot. No good. Takes off for the dunk. Posterized. Shot, no good. Out of bounds is the call. And there's a foul on the play.
Foul on number 21, Tim Duncan. His third of the game, his team's second of this quarter.
To Mutombo. Short jumper. Good. Short jumper. And it drops. No, off the mark. Nicely done.
Dikembe Mutombo.
Short jumper. Nicely done. The pass is received on the wing. No, not this time. Doc, what's a 2-for-1 situation anyway? That's a
good question, Greg. That's a good question, Greg. Basically, it's a strategy. You want to attempt a shot with approximately about 35 seconds remaining, so that you.
Avery Johnson. Team foul on number 6. Avery Johnson. He is his team's third this quarter.
Up from inside, and it's good. And the ball's out of bounds.
Spurs ball. Tim Duncan.
From the backcourt, shot, no good.
At the end of the third quarter, Hawk 43, Spurs 38.
Short jumper, and it's good. When coaches are losing in the late stages, they often ask themselves, how can I erase this deficit? Sometimes it's a deficit. Sometimes, and it's good.
He receives the pass at half court. With the jumper. Shot, no good. Off the iron. Two-handed tomahawk jam.
Really, there's not much you can do when a player goes.
Dikembe Mutombo.
And it drops.
Avery Johnson.
Takes off for the dunk.
Offensive foul against number 2, Jaron Jackson. He is second of the game.
He passes it into the post. The pass is received up top. Goes up for the dunk, and he slams it down. Here are some of today's scores from around the NBA. Dunked on. Goodness gracious. Good. No, not this time. To Ryder. Short jumper. Nicely done.
Isaiah Ryder is a good scorer for a couple of reasons. One, he has a lot of confidence, and two, he's physically stronger than any guy guarding him at the.
Tim Duncan.
It's stolen.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Short jumper. Good concentration. He was able to finish that with a defense. Can't get it to drop from the charity stripe. Inside to Mutombo, and he slams it down.
Dikembe Mutombo.
Look at where he launched that shot from. No, off the mark. The pass is received up top. He stops. He pops. From inside. And it's good. From inside. Got it. He passes the ball to the wing. From the outside. And it drops. Well, is this game out of reach, Doc?
You never know.
Doc?
You never know. I'm not gonna be the one. I'm not gonna be the.
From inside. Got it.
Avery Johnson.
Such little time remaining is what separates good coaches from mediocre ones. The good coaches know which good coach.
Foul on number 6, Avery Johnson. That's his 6th and disqualifying foul. His team's first this quarter.
And it drops.
Spurs ball. Malik Rose.
To Mutombo.
That's a great defensive read. He saw an opportunity.
From inside. From inside. Short jumper. Good. To Robinson. Goes up for the dunk. Slam dunk. Short jumper. Triple. Off the mark. To beat the horn. And it drops.
The final score, Atlanta 59, San Antonio 58.
Well, folks, that concludes our coverage of the NBA on Fox. I'm Greg Fox.